Hello Virgos, and welcome to your May 2023 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is the Star. So right away that tells me that you've got probably an inspiration, an opportunity. It can be an alignment, a download, something due to the fact of being aligned with your star, with your aspiration, with your soul. Here on the Star card, you can see that it's the feminine that's represented. So that means we're talking about the right brain that has access to cosmic intelligence, the collective of everything that is, was, will be, all of the invisible. She's aligned with her star, with her essence, okay? And at the same time, you look at her releasing, because it's the water bearer. She's releasing the old waters, knowing she's infinitely provided. So that flow, that alignment actually brings in these aspirations and all of that, these soul purpose and messages and so on. So you're coming in, Virgo, very high. And then, of course, when we arrive high, what is afraid of this within ourselves will come up. And so here we have the 9 of Wands in reverse with the 10 of Swords. So the 9 of Wands, the thing is reversed and I have a hard time adjusting. The 9 of Wands, you can see it's kind of a force field around it because he was hurt in the past and like he's remembering that fire. So part of his fire is used into creating this energetic protective force field. But since it's with the 10 of Swords, that means that this attitude, and that's why it's in reverse, this attitude with the 10 of Swords, it kind of, oh my God, I see the price I've paid for entertaining this type of use of my energy, okay? So with, there's kind of a isolation that happens also because we don't really trust. And there's beliefs that were created from that also, from the wounds we've received. So here, when it's in reverse, this is a bit of the letting go of that force field. Because 10 of Swords, we're realizing maybe how we've disempowered ourselves or betrayed ourselves or hurt our heart, our own heart, created beliefs because of that. 10 of Swords, we're completely conscious about it. And the last card is the 7 of Cups. So here, these are all the old wounds. I'm realizing them. And this is the leftover in the memories of my waters that can project things. So as you're going through this, this would be like a bit like, let's say you have this great inspiration of a project or an idea that is so you, and this is so what I want to bring. But I've been hurt in the past. I can't really trust. I'm gonna have to put myself out there. And here, 10 of Swords, oh my God, all of the times that I believe that maybe, things that were against me putting myself out there will create this kind of fog in front of me, where for some moments I'll be able to imagine the whole thing going great, it's success, it's amazing, and then 5 minutes later, it's hell, I'm gonna get hurt, and my old beliefs come rushing back and create snakes in the cups, or even success. But if you look at the success cup, there's a little skull head on it. It's never total success because there's these leftover wounds. So Here, you come in the month super strong, like I was telling you. Under the star, we have the Three of Wands. That's it. It's coming to me. It's my time. I'm going to start receiving. And then the Chariot is all ready to go. But who comes up? Mr. Disempowerment. The thief in the night. The beliefs that disempowers us. If he wouldn't be there, and it would be just these two guys, I don't know if you can notice, but that, going that way, sorry, that 8-pointed star is right there on his forehead. He is guided by that alignment. There's nothing in his unconscious or conscious that sabotages him. But here we have the Seven of Swords. It's like I have the greatest idea, but I don't believe I can do it. I don't believe I have the means to do it, or something. I have a hard time. I'll sabotage myself. I'll procrastinate. I have this unconscious belief and all sorts of excuses, 7 excuses, where I just can't do it. The situation, the economical this, the whatever. I have 7 of them. That robs me of my capacity to manifest my aspiration, my alignment. Under our 9 of Wands and 10 of Swords, I have the 9 of Swords. So, of course, I'm all in my head about it. I'm in the process. So this month, it's almost like, Virgo, your what sabotages you, the beliefs that sabotage you will come up to the surface. Here we have the Pope in reverse. It's going to come back up during the month, but at the end of the month. But for now, when you're in your head, it's because your Pope is not active. And what is the Pope? The Pope is the counterpart of the High Priestess, the one that rules the moon, the one that is directly aligned. I don't know if you can see back there, but you have the High Priestess, towards me. There you go. You have the High Priestess there, directly aligned with the divine, and goes down all aligned to hear this reality. And the Pope is right there in the active masculine side. Okay, I take a decision, I implant it, I am putting there. And the High Priestess is all of that middle row that passes through the heart chakra, the sacral chakra, directly bang to this reality. But since she's the one connected to the divine, she's the one that gives the discernment of, let's say, cosmic intelligence's plan or aspiration or understandings, the inner understandings. And he can apply it. But if you're in just your mental, then you're stuck. You cannot implant it. You're always in a kind of back and forward, okay? Instead of implanting it, you're in the back and forward of the Two of Swords, maybe, okay? So, yes, but, two realities. See, it puts you into that Two of Wands. All the twos are there in Chokmah, okay? So, the way I've always done things cannot back up that inspiration that I've just received. I need to step out of my comfort zone. Yes, but we were hurt before. But if I entertain this, I'll never get it. It's gonna cost me so much. 10 of Swords, I'm super conscious about it. But I need to awaken my Pope. That's gonna have the power within myself to banish and elect, to choose what will incarnate, to choose what will be, and not be lost in there. So what happens under that 7 of Cup? We will have the moon in reverse. So that means that what was hidden, that was creating the cloud, will come up. And this is all for your fulfillment, happiness, joy. Okay? So I think you're going to release, here I have the Four of Pentacles, you're going to release a fear. And your dream, your aspiration will be so strong that you'll have no choice but to face that fear and make a choice. All right. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Virgos for the month of May 2023. May. Okay, why? Show me the star. Clear this here. Why? Clarify the star here. Oh, isn't it nice? Ace of Cups, and here's our Seven of Cups. So that aspiration, that flow that just came in, with the Ace of Cups, there's a couple of cards behind it. And I understand what will kind of stumble. You have the Ace of Cups. And Ace of Cups is not just love. It goes with water. So it's, yes, love, but it is creativity. It is intuition. It is that vibration or that capacity to receive high vibration within yourself. That's why it's a generative, creative, pleasure. Everything is connected with the water. Memory, we're made of water. When we receive an Ace of Cups, we receive here you see the bird that is peace. It has the communion peace, bread in his mouth. It's that communion with the invisible, with the divine. We feel it in our waters, when you have chills coming down. So, but what's hiding behind it is a Three of Swords, good in reverse, but also the Knight of Cups in reverse. So, how can I bring this cup? I have it, but I haven't quite gotten rid of the old disappointments of cups that I had in the past. So this new inspiration, love, whatever it is, I don't know how to bring it forward. Let's look at that Three of Wands. Although I can maybe see it, but it is coming towards me. But I have to, in order for it to come, Three of Wands, I have to conclude the old Five of Pentacles, which was probably, the source of what brought the sadness, the disappointments, the old wounds in the past. If you look at the wands here, wands being used to protect ourselves. Here, wands being used to support, to help us maneuver because we're lacking, because we're wounded, because we've been sacrificed. This is part of a reality of not being enough, being abandoned, not received, not part of. They're outside of the church. They are not part of as one. They are outside. So just all of these things create a kind of fear and isolation, and when you nurture others, you're not part of the nurturing, so you sacrifice yourself. It will affect every aspect, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, but now it's like It's on its way out. So that means that you understand it. You just need to really conclude it so that you can embody the not 5 of Pentacle, but maybe 6 of Pentacle. So maybe that's how you can sabotage yourself still, like not take on completely your movement forward, your success and all of that, because this is still a bit present in you. Let's look at, okay. Yeah, this would, I understand this, that 7 of Swords will create anxiety around a new beginning. And what came down? All right. 6 of Wands, Justice. And this Wands is when at one point we know it's done. It's over. The old reality is done. Now things will be balanced. I have the sword of justice. I have the understanding of how justice works. So I cannot disempower myself anymore. And I can take this new beginning without it being overwhelmed with anxiety. I can jump in courage and excitement without having the unconscious fear of failing, of not being enough, of not being received, and so on. Let's look at that 9 of Wands in reverse with the 10 of Swords. All right. So we have our 8 of Swords, like is just under here, but with the Page of Swords, and that is good. And here we have the 8 of Pentacle in reverse. So the Page of Sword, this one, the Page of Sword here, it's like there's the understanding of how I'm entrapping myself. So you're going to be very conscious of this, understanding how I'm not quite able to invest myself and be engaged. Him is super invested and engaged. Look at his red pants. He's grounded into what he does. He's focused. He's all in it. And he sees results. So here, the fact that it's like that, it's kind of, now I understand why I wasn't able to experiment and embody this energy. So this is why we need our Pope to pull a judgment on it, to use the cosmic discernment in the knowing, and here is our anxiety, in the knowing that we're doing the right thing, and that, with that spiritual knowledge of being one. Here, that having the capacity and knowing that we have, see that mudra that he makes with his hand, like this, as above, so below. He has sovereignty on deciding what from above will come from below, and, blessing and banishing, accomplishing, making these decisions in that discernment, in that sovereignty. So here, the Sun in reverse. There's anxiety when we are not completely faith. Look how much faith that kid has. You have to have faith to be here. I am naked on a white horse, and I am victorious with my red passionate flag, aligned with the sun, aligned with my aspirations. There you go. As long as this is a bit being afraid of letting ourselves go in that fire. Okay, let's look at that 2 of Wands. Because fire burned at one point, but if we're in the Pope, we will not be burned by fire. Ace of Sword, 10 of Sword. You will have, and here I have the 7 of Wands in reverse. This is letting go of resistance. Getting the understanding. This month, you get it. So you're not just living a 10 of swords, but you're getting that ace of sword. This is going to free you from a mental prison, and it's going to free you from, here, this guy is using his wand to protect himself. Using all the wands to protect oneself. It's resisting reaction. It's a distorted 7. So here, we're releasing this. Let's look at the other 7. We have 7 of swords, 7 of wands, 7 of cups. This is a mastery this month. You are going to master your fears in order to control your fire and your sovereignty over your life. So you can accomplish this new passionate love, alignment, aspiration. Let's look at that 7 of cups. So what is kind of the source virus that created the fear is gone here. The 7 of cup is created. See, we have the wands. This is really mastering your wands. We have the Knight of Wands and we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So he follows his here and now. This is what I'm passionate about. I'm going for it. But he doesn't see anything in front of it. His law of attraction is not working because the Queen of Wands is all about this is my desire, this is my alignment, and that's why she will give the guidance of what will start working into coming towards her, allowing the direction of the wands. So she needs to be 100% on board with it. If there's fear, if there's retenue, holding back, if there's resistance, it's going to go all over the place. That guy is going to hit whatever. It's like, sending a wild horse all over the place. She needs to be able to know exactly what she desires. See that sunflower? She knows exactly where the sun is. Where's her aspiration at? So, let's see here. What are you afraid of desiring? Go for it. And I have the High Priestess in reverse. Because the thing is that there's probably old sadnesses, old stories that are going to come up, and you're going to have to use your wand to leave them behind so that you can hear her. That's going to guide him and make things happen in the right way for you. All right. 10 of Cups. And here I have death with, it's the transformation of your waters. So, because when the High Priestess is in reverse, we feel disconnected from the universe. Because she's the link. She's the link to Kether, to spiritual consciousness, to the divine, to the creator, to name it like you want. So it's our inner connection to it. It passes through the invisible before it gets to the visible. And so when she's in reverse, we feel disconnected from the magic of life, disconnected from spiritual consciousness. We feel alone, abandoned in this harsh density world. Going to get new water will allow you to hear, rising that vibration of happiness, allowing you to feel peace, grace, love within you, to have that receptacle, that extra receptacle that will clear out the blurriness and finally give you that intuition, insight that you'll be able to apply. So now you got that huge idea, but you feel abandoned into how do I bring it about? I feel alone doing this. You need to be backed up by your higher self and being able to hear it and be in that sovereign state of this is what I'm doing. So let's say it's the step of clearing the static on the line. And I'm going to call it like that because once you purify death, once you purify your waters and you're in the 9 of cups, 8, 9 of cups, there's the cup. He's in his white robe, higher self, sitting there. And he knows exactly what makes him happy, where he should go. He is content. He is not abandoned. He is happy and fulfilled. So this is what is going to happen. So I'm going to call this clearing the static. Because this, well, oh, no. You're so inspired that the ones of you that, and here we finish with the 10 of cups, 8, 9, 10. Whew. The ones of you that got that inspiration, you need to hear that. So I'm going to call this great inspiration. So on that, my beautiful Virgos, I'm sending you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's a website below. You just go there and it's easy, 1 month in advance to book, no more. So you can have easier access. And apart from that, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And so, of course, I ask the universe to give you back in the way that you need. And so on the new moons and the full moons, open yourselves to receive. And on that, namaste, all my love and light. And I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.